Hello everybody, welcome to my second video in the little Kyoto series. Today it's gonna be sweet. Today I will show you the nicest cafes that I went to with my mom while we were visiting Kyoto together. My mom is a pretty big matcha drinker, so when I was researching the places I was mostly paying attention to find matcha specialized cafes. And yeah, we were in Kyoto anyway, so we thought when in Japan, do as the Japanese do. Do you say it like that? I don't know. I found most of the places in this book here. It's a guide. Okay, one more time. I found most of the places in this book here. It's a guide about dessert cafes in Kyoto, and to be honest, this is exactly the kind of tourist guide that I need. This is what is important for me. That's also why I'm making this video here. I just wish they would have nicer photos inside. And again, all the places that we visited will be linked down in the description box with the exact name and address. And I will also link the other Kyoto video that just focuses on the sightseeing spots, so if you're interested you can also check that out. The first cafe is called Zen Kashian. So out of this entire video, if you only want to visit one cafe, I would highly recommend you this because that cafe was just so on point. They were playing relaxing classical music, it wasn't crowded, they were serving the desserts with so much attention to detail, and it also tasted good, and you can enjoy the goodies while gazing at a beautiful Zen garden. I mean, it was just such a wholesome experience. They also have an exhibition space there, and even the toilet was cool. We also got the salt candy in the end. I don't know exactly what it is. I think the idea behind it is to neutralize the taste in the end, the sweet taste from the desserts. It tasted a little bit like a smoked salmon gummy bear. Not a fan, but it added to the experience. With the second place we were really lucky because originally we wanted to go to a different place in the Higashiyama area, but oh boy, the serving lady there had quite an attitude. It was very crowded, it was very noisy, the interior wasn't nice, and then we still sat down and it turned out that half of the menu was already sold out, so we just left, and thank God we did. I checked the places nearby and I had another safe place on my list, and we went there and it was amazing. The cafe is called Anon and we visited the main branch. The staff was super friendly, the atmosphere there was very nice and relaxing, and it was just a very feel-good place in general. They serve classic French pastries but with a Japanese twist. You can choose between a selection of different desserts and build your own sets. So we went for 4 different desserts, so that way we could try as much different things as possible, and it was divine. Everything was very fresh and they prepared that creamy mountain right on spot, and look how happy my mom is! Place number 3 is a very typical specialty coffee cafe, and it's called Okaffe or Okaffe. You can access the cafe through a red corridor, and the cafe was very relaxed. The barista was chatting with some people and he was super friendly, and it was very unpretentious, and they had coffee jelly, and I love coffee jelly. By the way, when I go to a cafe with my mom, she always says like, I just want a double espresso, I won't touch your dessert, don't worry. And then she always ends up eating at least half of my dessert, and she also raccoons the milk foam from my coffee. And when I think about it, Simon also does that. When I'm still taking a picture of the cake, he's already digging in, and then I have a sip of coffee, and when I'm trying the cake, then half of it is already gone. Anyway, Place number 4 is called Umezono, and it's a cafe that serves Japanese-style desserts. The interior there is quite minimalistic and modern, but it still feels very cozy and organic. They also had a little gallery there and a shop section where they were selling some handcrafted jewelry. We ordered the green tea pancakes and dango, which are grilled rice cakes, and also some mochi, some very fluffy rice cakes, and again, everything was so delicious. That's why it's in this video, right? The next place is in Arashiyama and it's called Musubi. I think Musubi means knot or tie, doesn't it? This cafe is the perfect brunch spot to start your day in Arashiyama. They have many vegan and vegetarian options and everything was very fresh and light and delicious. We really liked the fried tofu and the vegan matcha cake was delicious. The staff was also super friendly. They were explaining the menu to us in English and we felt very welcome there. Place number 6 is called Sario Suisen, and I admit it is a little Instagram trap, but it's still worth a visit because if this matcha latte isn't the most photogenic matcha latte ever, then I don't know what is. The matcha itself wasn't the best in taste because it was pretty bitter, but the parfait was very sweet, so that balanced each other out nicely. The interior there was nothing special. I mean, the main star there is just the matcha latte. Okay, I will stop talking about that matcha latte now. Let's talk about the last cafe. The last cafe is called Vermilion and it's close to the Fushimi Inari shrine. We went there after exploring the endless torii gates and hiking up the Inari mountain on an empty stomach, so we were pretty hungry when we arrived there, and thankfully they had a lunch menu. Yay! Their interior was very appealing. It was a nice hipster approved mixture of concrete minimalism and also vintage pieces. The staff was fluent in English and very friendly, and they also had some seats outside so you could sit down on this beautiful terrace and look at a pond and green trees and hear the birds chirping. It was so relaxing. They offer vegetarian and vegan options, and the best thing there was the matcha ganache. And it was so delicious that my mom and I still talk about it. As a little bonus, I want to mention this place here. It's called Style Coffee and it's near the Imperial Palace. That day I didn't bring my camera, but on behalf of my mom, let me tell you, that guy had the best coffee in town. Really, my mom agrees, and she's the biggest coffee snob that I know. After filming this, I really want to go back to Kyoto, but that's not happening anytime soon. If you know any good cafe in Kyoto, let me know. I will add it to my bucket list anyway. I wonder which cafe you like the most or which one you would like to visit. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye! Have a nice weekend. I hope it's not as hot as here in Seoul. It's dreadful. Okay, bye!